Like, I definitely do struggle with denying myself and, like, denying my own plans. I get extremely attached to the plans that I have in my mind and, like, what I want to happen. And so, like, even to this day, that's a huge struggle for me. So I think it just took me some time to kind of try to work through that and, like, accepting that sometimes with following God, you have to trust his plan above your own and you have to let go of things. And I'm horrible at that. Like, do not bring me on the podcast to talk about that because I don't have much advice. Like, but I do know that, like, ultimately God's plan is better. And, like, when we were talking about, like, sin and God will forgive you, it's like, even if that's true that he will forgive you, he's ultimately just trying to save you from some sort of pain or sorrow or heartbreak. Like, he's not stopping you from having fun for the sake of, like, I don't want you having fun. Like, you're, like, da-da-da. Like, he has a reason. And if you continue to go on in that sin, you will discover the reason that he was trying to prevent you from it all along. And it's going to be very, very painful. And he's just trying to stop you from having to find out for yourself. Because I've done it. I've done it many times where I'm just like, oh, whatever, like, I'm going to do this anyway. This is what I want. God will forgive me. And then I look back and I'm like, okay, Lord, that's why you told me not to do that. It wasn't to prevent me from having fun. It was to prevent me from X, Y, and Z traumatizing situation that I could have just listened to the Holy Spirit and not done. So, like, he's looking out for us, but we assume that he's just trying to, like, stop us from doing the things that we want to do. And ultimately what we want to do is just never going to be fruitful. Like, we have to listen to his plan because he's going to bring us to something actually meaningful. I know it doesn't feel that way in the moment, you guys. It really doesn't. It feels like we have it figured out. And, like, even recently I went through this where the Lord just kind of took something away from me painfully because I was, like, grasping onto it and I wasn't going to let go. Like, I was super attached and I was just like, no, Lord, this is what I'm doing. And so the Lord had to rip it out of my hands because he loves me so much and he has to look out for me because I will ruin my life if I'm the one in charge. And I was, like, crying to my friend and I'm like, but this is the best thing God could have had for me. And she's like, that's exactly why you're not in charge of writing the story, because you think that. And the fact that you think that is concerning, and that's why God doesn't let you be in charge, because no, like, this is not the best that God could have for you, So yeah, ultimately I think it's just about learning that trust. And, like, I've had to learn it the hard way, and that's why I always encourage people, like, if you don't have a peace about it in your spirit, just don't do it, because I can promise you, if you go through with it anyways, you're gonna find out the reason why you didn't have that peace.